All right. Okay. I was actually supposed to record this webinar because of those that will be coming subsequently that might not have the opportunity to go through this same process that we're going through now. So I had to do a recording. I forgot to record. So, Mr. Quinley, you are welcome. So, as I was saying before, I had to do the recording. Foreign exchange is the process of changing one currency. Oh, guys, please, if your speaker is on, can you help me mute it, please, just to avoid interference? If your speaker is on, can you help me mute it from your end to avoid interference? Thank you very much. An opportunity will be created where possibly if we want to ask questions, we unmute ourselves. But for now, can we just help me mute it? This is not going to last for more than 20 minutes for this first class. So instead of exchanging clothing and other commodities that are traded in the market, what you exchange in the Forex market is you are exchanging currencies. You're exchanging currencies every time you trade in the market. You're exchanging currencies. Now, how does this currency exchange happen, or what are the reasons for this currency exchange? This currency exchange happens usually because of comments, international comments. For every time we shop on Wish, every time we shop on Jumia, somebody in Dubai shops on Jumia. Every time we shop on eBay, every time we shop on Amazon, every time we shop on AliExpress, all those activities are what demands or warrants Forex trading. So every time those activity happens, there's always need for currency exchange. There's always need for currency exchange, changing base currency, that is a country's currency, into a foreign currency. When tourists travel around the world, there's always need for them to change their nation's currency to the currency of the of whichever state or whichever country it is that they are visiting. So these are the things that actually demand or warrant foreign exchange. According to recent triennial report from the Bank for International Settlement, a global bank for national central bank, the average amount that is being traded in the Forex market daily is $5.1 trillion. Guys, I want you to look at this very carefully. Now, this is no lie. You can confirm it anywhere. The average amount that is being traded daily in the Forex market. Now, this is not a weekly liquidity. This is not a monthly liquidity. This is a daily liquidity. A daily liquidity of $5.1 trillion is being exchanged in the market. What that means is there's $5.1 trillion available for you to profit from. There are people that go into the market and make $1,000 profit from that market, converting it to our base currency. With the most recent oil crash that happened on Sunday, US oil crashed below zero on Sunday and it devalued Naira. Naira has risen far above 400 Naira. If you make $1,000 now, what you're doing is you're making 420,000, and you can actually make that in the Forex market if you have the right skill set. Guys, if you have the right skill set, let me quickly offer this disclaimer. Forex is not a get rich quick scheme. I want you guys to get it straight. Many people have said Forex is scam because of the ideology they had about Forex. They thought Forex is a get rich quick scheme. So they get into Forex, they want to become millionaires overnight, and then they start doing things greedily. They start applying greedy approach to trading, and they lose their money. So Forex is not a get rich quick scheme, but definitely it is a get rich scheme. Forex can make you rich, but Forex is not promising you to make you rich quickly. You must learn the skill. There's a price that must be paid. You must learn the skill. You must learn the skill. So I'm in this 5.1 trillion, as we're speaking now, there's a $5.1 trillion that is flowing in the air, available for people to make. As I'm talking to you guys now, there's a $5.1 trillion available for smart traders, patient traders, skillful traders, and that is how people milk the market daily. Daily. I want us to take note of this. The foreign exchange, also known as FX or Forex market, is a global marketplace for exchanging national currencies against one another. The Naira, the last time I checked the Naira on the Forex market, the Naira movement is so low because people really don't exchange anything for the Naira. People really don't exchange anything for the Naira. One of the volatile currencies in the Forex market is the South African rand. The South African rand is one of those African currencies that has weight in the Forex market, and it is a very volatile currency. Very volatile currency. So it is a marketplace. The foreign exchange is a marketplace where Currencies are being exchanged. Because of the worldwide reach of trade, commerce, and finance, forex markets tend to be the largest. It is the largest and most liquid asset market in the world. Now, guys, I want you to hear that. It is the most largest. Even with the current recession, the market is volatile, but the market is not affected. Why? Because even in recession, people still shop. Even in recession, people still shop. The amazing thing is, if you go back after this class, you could Google it. During the World War One and Two, foreign exchange was not mainly affected. It only affected the volatility of the market, but foreign exchange was still happening. How? Because there were countries that were making guns and importing to other countries, and they needed to exchange currencies between those two relationships. Every time they are trying to do that, foreign exchange is happening. So foreign exchange is one of those business that is basically not affected by what is happening in the world. The coronavirus incident has shut down many offices, but I can tell you that many skillful forex traders are not aware that offices are shut down. Why? Because in the comforts of their house, they are making their money. They are making their money. Now, currency trade against each other as exchange rate pairs. For example, Euro USD. Now, you're going to understand that as we continue. You're going to understand that as we continue. So let us move to the next slide. Now, what is the Forex market? The foreign exchange market is where currencies are traded. The foreign exchange market is where currencies are traded. Just like you have your goods market, you have your clothes market, you have your food market. The foreign exchange market is where currencies are traded. Currencies are important to most people around the world, whether they realize it or not. You're seated there. The truth is, currencies is important to every one of us. Currencies is very, very important to every one of us. If you are living in the US and you want to buy cheese from France, okay, I can see two participants raising their hands. Okay, guys, what's the problem? Can you just type? You're not hearing me or something? Please let me quickly attend to these two participants raising their hands. You're not hearing me. You could just drop a message on the chat box. You're not hearing me or something? No message yet. So it means you're hearing me, so I should just continue then. All right. So let's say, for instance, you're living in France, or you're living, where did I even stop? Yeah, you are living in the US and you want to buy cheese from France. Now, either you or the company you are buying this cheese from has to pay the French for the cheese in euros, because you cannot pay the French company selling the cheese to you in US dollar. You have to pay them in their currency. Now, the means of exchanging the US dollar to that euro is foreign exchange. The means of exchanging that is foreign exchange. And so many people actually do this daily without even knowing that they are actually exchanging currency. Let me say, for instance, you shop on an international online shopping site. You don't know that your account, your Nigerian account in Naira, you're paying for items in dollar. You don't know that those foreign exchange forex happens for you to be able to successfully pay that money. Now, sometimes banks are not able to meet up with so much high demand placed on them by customers making all these transaction around the world. That is why they are retail traders. People like me and you, we are just like POS guys. We are like the POS guys now. We are called the retail traders. We are the POS guys. There's a bank where you could go withdraw money from and do big stuff. But then there's a POS guy that help reduce the demand that people are making on banks. That is how we, the retail forex traders, are. We are helping reduce the demands that are being laid on banks and financial institutions every time transaction is happening between two nations. So I hope you're understanding. One unique aspect of the international market is that there's no central market. That's one beautiful thing about Forex. There is no central market. All transactions occur over the counter electronically. They occur electronically. So from the comforts of your bed, all you need is a good internet, you need the skill set, you need a smartphone or a laptop, and you are good to go. And your account is funded. You are good to go. Anywhere you are in the world, you're good to go. So that's the beautiful thing about this skill. That's the beautiful thing. Now, the biggest question that people ask me in Forex every time we hold trainings in Abuja, people are always concerned. They can't get their head to understand how people make money from Forex. How do people really make money from Forex? What happens? Okay, I'm buying something. How do you guys then make your own money? Now, let me just decipher that mystery to some people. How do we make money in Forex? Now, just follow me closely. I'm going to be reading this slide word for word. Just follow me slowly so you can understand how money is being made in Forex. Because many other times people say Forex is scam. Why? How do you make money in Forex? If you can't tell me how you make money in Forex, then Forex is scam. But then I just laugh. I just laugh. And that got me to do a research. And this is where I realized now factors like interest rates, trade flows, tourism, economic strength, and geopolitical risk affect supply and demand for currencies. Interest rates, trade flows, tourism, economic strength, and geopolitical risk affect supply and demand for currencies, which create daily volatility in the forex market. And now, what they are saying is, let me just quickly explain. To the best of my knowledge, let me just quickly explain. Because of the demand on some particular currencies in the market, hope you know that when the value of a particular item increases, when an item is in high demand, the value increases automatically. When there's so much demand for a particular thing or some particular things, their value increase. And when there's so much supply of a particular thing, the value drops. The value drops. Now that is where you make your money in Forex. Now, for instance, I'm going to be showing you guys as we proceed that currency comes in pairs. It comes in pair. You cannot trade one currency. You always trade a currency against another. It is called the base currency against the quote currency. Currencies always comes in pairs. Either you're trading the US dollar against the European euro, or you're trading the US dollar against the Japanese yen, you're trading the US dollar against the Australian dollar. Currencies always come in pair. Now, in this pair, one of the currencies, the way they fashion the market in this pair, one of the currencies is always in higher demand while the other is in lower demand. It works like that every time. No two currencies paired together can be both in high demand. One of them is either being needed higher than the other. So what people do is, let me say, for instance, in Nigeria, I have my Naira. In the US, somebody has his USD. And what most people were doing before the oil crash happened on Sundays, many people were selling their Naira and acquiring USD. They were acquiring United States dollar. Now, because of the value of the Naira has dropped, you see that how much it takes you to buy one United States dollar is high, because the USD is a safe haven, is an exotic asset. People save value in the USD. So the USD value is high, the Naira value is low. That differential, the interest on the USD that makes it high, is where you make your money from. The interest on the USD that makes it high is where you make your money from. Let me give another example. For instance, you go to these local vendors that exchange money. There are bookies in Abuja, for instance, in Wuse, that exchange money. If a USD in the bank is being sold for 360, when you go to their bookies, you can't get it for 360. You either get it for 370, 375, or 380. The 15 naira interest they add for you is how they make their money. For every dollar that they offer you, for every dollar that these guys offer you, they are making 15 naira. So if they change $100 for you, you're going to be multiplying 15 naira times $100. So this is how the market works. That is how you make your money. You make your money from the extra interest rate added to a particular currency because of the demand on that currency. Because of the demand on that currency. So what happens when you are trading? You are selling currency A to buy currency B, or you are selling currency B to buy currency A. That is what happens in the market. Now, one of these currencies must have a higher value than the other. The interest rate on the currency with the higher value is where you make your money from. The interest rate on the higher value is where you make your money from. Hope we're understanding. If we're understanding, can you type in 77 in the chat box? If you're understanding what I'm saying, can you type in 77? With time, you understand. Just keep assimilating. Opportunity will be created for us to ask questions. But with time, you will understand. But if you're getting me, you're following, just type 77 in the chat box. 77, 77 in the chat. All right, okay. All right, thank you. I really appreciate this warm response. This is how it's going to make work easy for me. Getting this kind of response from you guys, swift response. Thank you, guys. Thank you, bro Femi. Thank you, bro Kunle. See how this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Now, what is currency pair? Now, I told us earlier that you don't trade one currency in the forex market. Currencies always come in pair. Currency A is paired against currency B, and these are basic understanding you must have for you to be a successful trader in the market. You must have this basic understanding. Now, currencies in the market are traded in pair. For example, the euro and the US dollar paired together is called the euro USD. Now, let me just give you a brief example of what I said in the previous slide. Now, you can see this euro USD. If there's a demand for the USD, for the United States dollar, and there's low demand for once there's high demand for the United States dollar, definitely the euro is going to drop a little in value. Now, what people will do is when you notice in the market, that is where analysis come in. We'll be talking about fundamental analysis as we go in, technical analysis. These are the things that makes you go into the market to trade. If you don't know how to do this, you throw money into the market, you just be giving your money to people in the market, people like me that are learning always will just be taking your money while you just come. You are contributing to the liquidity of the market. You are helping us increase it from 5.1 trillion to possibly 6 trillion. As we speak currently, I heard the liquidity of the market has even increased to $6 trillion daily liquidity. So some novice trader that are quick to make money, fund their account and just go and dash the market. And then patient traders like us that are learning always will just take the money from the market, and God is blessing us and we're paying our tithes and giving glory to God. So the idea here is the euro against the USD. If the USD is needed, the USD value is increasing. What happens is, if you want to trade this pair now, what you will do is you will sell the euro to buy the USD. You will sell the euro. Why? Because the euro has less value, the USD has more value. When you sell the euro and you buy the USD, you are making money from the interest rates that is being placed on the USD because of the value of the USD, and vice versa. If the USD drops in value and the euro appreciates in value, you are going to sell USD and buy euro. So every time you trade in the market, you are selling one currency to buy another. It's simple as that. If you go to that vendor store close to your house, you give the vendor money, you collect an item. You either collect a toothpaste, or you collect a bathing soap, or you collect toiletries. You are exchanging something to get something. That is how it happens in the market. These two currency pairs, you give one currency to get another. You give one currency to get another. That is how the markets work. And then you profit from the difference. You profit from the difference. Now, this is another example of currency pair. This is the euro and this is the USD. Now, when currencies are paired like this, there's what you call the base currency and there's what you call the quote currency. These are basic information. These are not things that make you successful in trading, but these are basic information that gives you a knowledge of the terrain that you are now in. There's the base currency and there's the quote currency. What is the base currency? The base currency is the first currency in a currency pair. It's also called the transactional currency. It is the first currency appearing in a currency pair, or the transactionary currency. The base currency, this first currency is called the base currency, and it is the first currency in a currency pair, or the transactionary currency. And then you have the second currency, which is the quote currency or the counter currency. You have the second currency, which is the quote currency or the counter currency. The second currency. So in this case, the euro is the base currency or the transactionary currency or the transaction currency, and you have the USD, United States dollar, as the quote currency or the counter currency. Basic information. These are just basic information. Moving to the next slide. Now, why do currencies come in pair? Some of you might be asking, why? Okay, sorry. We've not gotten to why currencies come in pair first. What is spread in the forex trading? Now, just like I told you how you make your money in trading, you make your money by the interest rate. There is also some people that help you trade in the market. We'll be seeing them at the end of this slide. We'll be seeing these people at the end of the slide. They help you trade the Forex market. These people are called brokers. And how they make their money is spread. They make their money through spread. Now, the spread is the difference between the bid price and the ask price. The bid price and the ask price. That is what you call spread. Let me say, for instance, somebody goes to the market to buy biscuits. He buys the biscuit, a carton of biscuit for 700 naira, comes home and sells the biscuit for 800 naira. The difference is 100 naira. That is the spread. In a Forex market, you buy a currency for maybe $1 and you sell it at $1, 2 cents. The spread is 2 cents. That is where your brokers, which you'll be understanding their function later, that is where they actually make their money from. That is where they make their money from. So your brokers make their money from spread. They make their money from you. While you make your money from other traders in the market. You make your money from the interest rate that is being added to value. Now, what is the bid? The bid is the price at which you sell the base currency. The bid price is the price at which you sell the base currency. In the previous slide, you see that the euro was the base currency. So the bid price is the price to which you sell the base currency and is always lower than the ask price. The ask price is the price at which you buy the base currency. Just understand this. You don't need to know this. You don't need to cram it to trade in the market. This is not contemporary school, but just know it. But it doesn't really affect much. What affects much is what we'll start doing from Sunday, our next class: technical analysis, fundamental analysis. But then this is just for basic knowledge. The big price is the price at which you sell. Somebody is talking. Can you help me mute your? Can you help me mute your phone, please? Hello. Can you help me mute your phone, please? Techno Spark. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hello, guys. You can hear me? Just help me type 1 on the chat. You can hear me? Just type 1 on the chat. Okay, still expecting feedback. All right. Mr. Josh, you can hear me. Olabikunle can hear me. All right. I'm so sorry. The place where I am, the network can be messy at times. I'm actually okay. Profemi can hear me. The place where I am, the network could be messy at times. I'm in a village. Lockdown held me down, so I'm just trying to make the best out of where I am and just not completely surrender to my disadvantages here. So that is basically how your brokers make their money in the market. They make their money from spread. Now, this is an example of what it looks like. This is your base currency, the euro. This is the bid price. You can see the bid price is lower than the ask price. The ask price is 53, while the bid price is 51. So there's a 2 pips. You're going to be understanding what pips means as we progress. Maybe not today actually, but as we progress, you'll be understanding what pips actually mean. So you have the bid price here. The bid price is 1.1051. Now what this means is this is how much you can buy 1 euro. You can buy 1 euro at you can sell 1 euro. You want to sell the euro now, you sell the euro at 1.1051. If you want to buy the euro, you will buy the euro at 1.1053. So these 2 pips, which is 20 cents, these 2 pips is 20 cents. This is where your brokers make their money from. But then you make your money from the interest rate on this bid price or the interest on this ask price, especially when the market goes in your analyzed direction. Especially when the market goes in your analyzed direction. I'm going to be explaining that as we progress also, especially when the market goes in your analyzed direction. The more the market goes in your analyzed direction, the more money you make in the market. The more the market goes in your analyzed direction, the more money you make in the market. Now, currency pairs involving the Japanese yen are quoted to only 2 basis. Josh, what's up? I'm actually behind schedule. I'm having another webinar, so I'll be pausing here to take questions, and then tomorrow by this time we'll be having another of this class. we'll continue from here. This is actually recorded for those of us that came late. So I'll be posting it on my YouTube page and I'll be sending my YouTube link to you. You just go subscribe to my YouTube link and you can watch the video. I won't be able to send it to you because it will be too heavy. So you can just go to my YouTube page and watch it. These are just foundational knowledge that will help to turn you into a profitable trader. Now, this is knowledge. When I was starting out in Forex, I'll be pausing here. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Let me just quickly give you guys a backdrop in the next 2 minutes. While I talk, if you have any question, please, you can type it because in the next 2 minutes, I actually timed this call. So I'll be logged out in the next 2 minutes. But let me just quickly say this. When I started trading Forex, my first registration cost me $235. That is 88,000 naira just to learn this thing that we're getting for free. So the reason why I'm saying this is just to encourage those of us that are just coming in now to go to the YouTube channel and just watch all this foundational knowledge. It's going to really help us so that when I'm taking you on some things tomorrow and I'm mentioning some words, you'll not be asking, what does this mean? What does that mean? Why? Because I am taking out time now to attack what those words mean so that when we progress and it gets deeper, you will not be drawn back. I am looking at the possibility of some of us funding an account, possibly by the second week of next month, and you start trading. And even if it's $2 you make in a day, as you grow, please don't look down on it. $2, $3 as you grow, at least side money is coming in. In a month, you could amount it to $50. My first trading, I traded for 13 days. I traded for 13 days. I took a $64 account and I took it to $157. I didn't have help from anywhere. I was trading myself. I really didn't have mentors. I only had the institute I was trading with, their tools and their classes. And I was trading morning and night, morning and night. And it felt good withdrawing that money. I withdrew the money and I spent it on myself. I wanted to own that. I wanted to chop Forex money. So the beauty of trading is being able to withdraw money and spend on yourself. And that is the goal of this class. I'm not just teaching you to trade and then you are dashing the market money. There are people that are trading for 3, 4, 5 years. They give the market money. The idea is for you to be profitable. The idea is for you to be profitable. So guys, you have a question, just type on the chat and just send your question. If you have any question, can you just type it on the chat? We'll stop here. Tomorrow, same time, we'll continue from here. Tomorrow, same time, because I have another webinar I need to hold. I'm behind schedule. So, but you have a question, type it. Or you could actually drop your question. Our group chat is a support group. You could drop your question there. Tomorrow, I'll be further explaining to us the use of that group chat. I want to see how to simplify trading for people. What is your YouTube channel name? Yeah, Josh, I'm going to be dropping it on the group. I'm going to be dropping it on the group now. I'll be dropping the information on the group. All information like this, I'll drop it on the group, sir. I'll drop it on the group. So you could just check the group to get all these informations and help ourselves. So guys, since there's no any other question, I think we'll be calling it a day. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow, I am hoping we'll be able to go longer. We'll be able to stay longer. The thing is, I have commitment somewhere else. I have a class somewhere else. I actually partner with IML. Now, IML is an American organization. It's called iMarkets Life. They help traders to trade. And to be part of them, you must pay 235 now $275. That is 102,000 as a registration fee. And monthly you pay $175. That is 63 to 65,000 just for them to act as a support. They help you with trading knowledge. It's like an institute, it's a school. So I partner with them, and I'm one of the small lecturers that is coming up. So I have a class I am taking for the Nigerian students. This just after this class, I have a class I'm taking. That is why I can't stay long with you guys. But I promise you tomorrow we'll spend more time and we'll have time. So prepare your questions, read. Any question you have, prepare it. Immediately we come, you just drop the questions on the chat so that I'll be doing two things simultaneously. I'll be taking the class and also previewing the questions and offering necessary answers. So we learn from each other. You also have questions, please feel free to drop the questions on the group chat. Let us see what we can achieve between now and next week. Between now and next week, we should have. I am not doing anything. I am indoors, so I can do this class every day. And just see how we do it back to back. And you build your skill on Forex, sharpen your skill, and you'll be so amazed at yourself. When you're less busy, you pick your phone rather than playing game. You just jump into it. Monday to Sunday. The forex market closes on Friday to open on Sunday, but the synthetic market trades on Saturday and on Sunday. They don't close. So when the forex market is closed, even on weekends, you could just go into the market, make some $10. $10 now is 420K, guys. You can make. I don't want to show you my hands for from morning till now. At least you could just go into the market and make some money, and you're helping yourself. I've not been paying my salary for like 2 months now. March and August, I wasn't paid salary. But really, if I were living on salary, I would have been in deep shit now. But I learned this skill, and I am thanking God I learned it. I'm thanking God I learned it. And I can bet you guys you will not regret. So guys, thank you very much. I'm going to be logging off now. See you tomorrow, same time. I'm going to be dropping every information we need on the group chat. For those that came late, I'm going to be dropping the video recording of this class in my YouTube channel. I'll be dropping my YouTube channel on the group. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch the videos, and God bless you. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks. Bye bye.